But let's put all of that aside. Let's forget about human rights, individual civil liberties and silly stuff like the economy for a minute. I mean, the half of Victorians who voted for Labor, the Greens or other left-wing parties at the state election last year, they clearly don't care. They're clearly happy to make the rest of us do what we're bloody well told based on the decrees of health bureaucrats. And they're happy to let police use significant force on the rest of us to get their own way. They don't care about civil liberties or the economy or jobs or small business or kids' education or mental health. They care about shutting down right-wing nut jobs and just one number, the COVID death toll. Just that one number. So all of this sacrifice we all made was for our own good, right? That's what they told us. I mean, Florida must have COVID death everywhere compared to Canada and New York. California and New York, right?
Florida had less increase in excess mortality than both New York and California.
See? Wait, what? Could you repeat that, please, Governor?
And every state saw an increase in excess mortality. Unfortunately, that's what happens in a pandemic. Florida had less increase in excess mortality than both New York and California. So all the mandates, all those other things, Florida had less of an increase.
Oh.
We also understood that this being a personal decision with respect to these shots, nobody in the state of Florida was going to be put to have to choose between a job they needed and a shot they didn't want to take. We protected all of our employees from the mandates.
Wow. We need a royal commission into the Australian federal government and state handling of this pandemic. Our nation is now $1.5 trillion in government debt and rising. Our kids are going to have to pay that back. Our kids lost valuable time at school. They've had their development hindered as a result. Thousands of people lost their jobs. Thousands more suffered from the isolation of pointless lockdowns. This was the greatest episode of misgovernment our nation has ever seen. And we cannot let this pass without careful review.